Hi, good morning, all the agents. This is Jackie Zhang. I work for the Visa Help Team of International Office of Coventry University. So welcome you to join this webinar this morning. I know it's a Friday, so we're very happy for that. I also got my colleague Ben to join me as well. So I will be the main person who do the delivery of the presentation, and Ben will join me for the Q&A bit. If you have any questions, please just submit on the portal and we will try our best to answer for you. So today's webinar is mainly about the recent change of the visas. And today's topic is mainly cover the name of the student visa and also few immigration rules update for the 5th of October, including the bank statement, and also a few changes from the 1st of December 2020, including the maintenance fees increased and the immigration health charge increased. And also there's a few changes on the visitor visa and also the short-term study visa. And in the end, there will be EU pre-settled and settled status and application. So first of all, Tier 4, from the 5th of October 2020, Tier 4 general student visa is no longer exist. Home Office changed the new names to the student route. So the Home Office changed the name to the student route. When the student make the Tier 4, now is a student route visa, they will go to www.gov.uk and just searching student visa, they will be able to make the visa application either in the home country or in the UK. And if the student make the visa outside of UK, they will be apply permission to enter. If the student remain in the UK and then to make the visa application under the student route, they will be under permission to stay. So one is permission to enter and one is a permission to stay. And there are few immigration rules update from the 5th of October 2020, including bank statement. So after the 5th of October, the ATAS, there's a few countries now, the student don't need to apply ATAS certificate. So what is ATAS? I believe you know ATAS is short for Academic Technology Approval Services. This is for the student who join the master course above. They need a clearance with the Foreign Affairs Office to make sure they are allowed and also got approval to study the certain course. So from the 5th of October, EU, EEA, Switzerland, Australia, Canada, Japan, New Zealand, Singapore, South Korea, and USA, the students who study above master level, including master, they do not need an ATAS certificate. So we short for ATAS certificate. If any student outside of these countries and above the master study, they still need to apply ATAS certificate, which will be written on their conditional offer letter. So students need to apply ATAS, and the ATAS is linked to the course details, including the course name, course start date, and the course end date. There's only one change after the 5th of October is when the student make the ATAS application, which is free of charge, they need to put their supervisor's name on the ATAS application. We recently sent inquiries to the Home Office internally to clarify what the supervisor's name the student can put down. And we appreciate when the student got the conditional offer letter, they may not knowing about their supervisor. So we are waiting for further clarification about what the teacher's name they can put down. Maybe it's a course director, maybe it's their course module teacher. We don't know that yet. So once we know, we will update you. And also, they are low-risk nationals aided as well. They are not required to submit the financial evidence. This is a new change after the 5th of October under the immigration rule changes. It's EU nationals, EEA nationals, Iceland, Liechtenstein, and Norway, Switzerland, plus all other previously listed under the different agreement. The further details, you can go to the immigration rules appendix, ST student. So these are the new changes. And if you want to see further changes under the immigration rules change, you can go to gov.uk, and under the immigration rules published, you can search for the statements of changes of immigration rules. So regarding about the bank statement, the requirement is similar to the Tier 4 before. However, there's one changes now. Is a bank statement no longer need to be stamped and signed by the bank. So if the student provide the e-bank account, so like an e-bank statement, the student doesn't need to have a stamp on the single page. But the student still need to meet the criteria for the bank statement with a names of account holder, account number, date of statement, financial institution's name, and including the contact details, the branch code, and also the transactions, which is about 28 days, 31 days rules. So that is all remain the same. And also there's no business account, bond, credit card, stock, frozen, and the BT, so the account, that will be the same. If the student been in the UK for over 12 months, and then the student apply visa under the student route visa in the UK, they do not need to send the bank statement when they make the visa application. We will still require the student to prepare enough money in their bank account, just in case the Home Office might do the auditing check. However, when they make the visa application, on the submission, they do not need to send the bank statement, but the money we will require to still kept in their bank account to have enough money. Under the sponsor letter, there is a change. So any regional sponsor letter won't be accepted. Any regional sponsor letter won't be required. They have to be national. They have to be national levels of the sponsor letter. So this is one change. And the bank statement, if it's under other people's name, for example, if the bank statement is under their parent's name, so they need to make sure they have their consent letter and also the birth certificate as approved. This is kept the same. However, the student now can use their partner. So they can use their partner to make the, well, they can use their partner's bank account when they make the visa application. But there are certain conditions need to be met. Is the partner is applying for interim clearance or permission to stay at the same time, so as a dependent visa, or they have been already granted permission to stay in the UK. So these are the change for the student can use their partner's bank account to make the visa application. And that will be divided for married or unmarried. If it's married, they need to provide the marriage certificate along with a bank statement. And also maybe the house of the, the household registration or any other approval to approve their relationship. If they're unmarried, they don't have any specific requirement how the student can approve they are unmarried relationship, but they can use their partners. We will wait for further clarification for the student to using unmarried partner's bank statement. If any specific case you have from the student, please email to visahelp.io I will give you the email address later on, so we can check individually and then to tell you what exactly the student can use the document from the partner to approve their unmarried relationship. Under the document required proof of relationship, you can see the birth certificate, which is to approve they can use their parents' account. That is the same. The certificate of adoption, that is left the same as well before. The court document naming their legal guardians, which means if they don't have their parents, but they have the legal guardians, then the parents, we need to see a court document. This is also kept the same. A household register can approve relationship to the parents. Yes, this is also the same as well. A proof of consent, this is the same. If the student not using their own bank account, use their parents' account, they need a consent letter from the parents or the legal guardians and the partner to confirm they can use their, basically they can use their money. So these are the changes for the bank statement. The maintenance fees will be increased. And above the table is a current maintenance fees. So as we know, for Coventry, which is outside of London, is £9,135 for the 9 months maximum to be kept in their bank account for at least 28 days. And the validation of the bank statement need to be within 31 days of making visa application. If it's for London campus, it's £11,385. However, after the 1st of December, if the student make the visa application after the 1st of December, the financial fees is increased. If it's in Coventry, it is £9,207. If it's for London campus, it's £12,006. And I know there's a few students and there are a few agents email us already to ask if I got the CAS or if the student got the CAS letter before the 1st of December. However, the student will need to make the visa application after the 1st of December, which money I need to meet. It will be £9,207 or £12,006. Because Home Office will look the date of making the visa application, not the date issue the CAS. So any visa application after the 1st of December need to be the money at the bottom. So this is a financial requirement. The immigration health charge is also changed as well. The student now will have to pay £470 per year of study. Before it's £300 per year. And if the student study more than a year, and also the student have, for example, 3 months or 4 months, less than 6 months, will be half of the £470, which is £235. So the student can go to the bottom link to calculate how much money they need to pay. So this is increased from £300 to £470. Less than 6 months course will be half price to £235, compare £150 before. So this is another change. The study on the visitor visa. From the 1st of December, students will be able to study on the visitor visa for 6 months or less. However, if the student come to study over 6 months, they will still need to require to apply general student route visa. They cannot to apply 6 months visitor visa and then to do another 6 months visitor visa. They are not allowed. So any student start the course above degree more than 6 months, they would require a normal student route visa. The short-term study visa will now only for English language course only. The short-term study visa is short for STS, short-term study, STSV, will be now only for English language course only. So this is for the visitor visa. The EU student settlement and pre-settlement. So EU student, they need to apply either pre-settled or settled status when the student have entered the UK before or on the 31st of December 2020 at 11 p.m. We used to say it's before the midnight of 31st of December. However, the recent change is by 11 p.m. So there will be two scenarios. The first one is a settled status, and then it's a pre-settled status. So if the student has been staying in the UK for 5 years, they will be eligible to apply to stay in the UK as indefinitely, which is a settled status, PR, if it's by the 31st of December 2020. And they have to apply before the 31st of December by 11 p.m. If it's a pre-settled, the student not been living in the UK for 5 years, they need to apply as a pre-settled status by the 31st of December, 11 p.m. So if the student are currently not in the UK, and if the student want to apply for this, which is free of charge before the 31st of December, 11 p.m., the student might need to travel to UK to apply this, and then the student can leave the UK after. But this is a public rules on the Gov.uk UK before 11 p.m. on the 31st of December 2020. Students not to require to apply the status straight away, but they have to apply before the 30th of June 2021 to apply this leave. And we will recommend the EU student to apply this as soon as possible, will be better for them. And the EU student, they are still available for the student loan funding, either for pre-settled or settled status. And if the student arrive in the UK after the 31st of December 2020, from the 1st of January 2021, they will need to apply a normal student visa to enter, and they have to pay higher fees because the pre-settled and the settled for the benefit now before the 11 p.m. on the 31st of December won't be applied for them because the policy will be changed after the 31st of December 2020. Again, today is more about the general change of the visa size. If you have any specific visa questions, if it's for non-EU pre-settled and settled status, any other visa questions, please email to visahelp.io@coventry.ac.uk. We can answer specifically for your case. If it's any questions regarding about EU pre-settlement and settled status application, how we're going to do for specific student, if you have, please email to studentsupports.io@coventry.ac.uk. My colleague will answer specifically for the EU related questions. And if there's questions about conditional offer, application, and also specifically for the offer, please contact the regional team down to the admission team, because visahelp.io, we don't deal with application or the class. We only deal with visa related questions only. So anything regarding about the offer, conditions, application, please contact your regional teams. So thank you very much for joining this webinar. I hope it's a help for you just to catch up everything that changes. If you have any questions, please send to us and we're here to help to answer. Thank you.